Hey all, I know you tune into my doll news to hear the latest and hottest news about the big players, the biggest doll lines out there, Barbie, Monster High, Rainbow High, but with the current crop of releases that is out there right now, and with the upcoming scheduled releases for the last quarter of the year, I'm kind of like not really feeling them, so there's no reason for me to bitch about them in a whole video. Just feel like there is a lack of imagination and design, and there is a lack of quality and execution with those releases. So in this special episode of Doll News, I just wanted to shine the light on doll lines that nobody talks about because they're sort of like in the bottom tier.
What about me? What about Jujubee? Oh my God.
I feel like when I'm talking about those types of releases, I'm more comfortable being like wink wink, nudge nudge, because we all collectively know that they're not really the greatest, but they're just fun. They're sometimes very cute to look at. They sometimes have something about them that makes us all go, okay, they're giving. So that's why I just picked out a handful of doll lines as well as doll releases from doll lines we all know about to talk about them in this video. There are so many great doll tubers out there who deliver this type of doll news content and talk about the hottest new releases, so there's no real reason for me to talk about them as well. And you know me, I'm a big contrarian, so everyone goes into one direction, I like to take the other way around. So that's why I'm gonna be doing something different for this video, and I hope you're gonna be enjoying it. So at the beginning of this year, Funwheel, the UK-based toy company who were the inventors of the Sparkle Girls, I believe, before Sparkle Girls ended up being picked up by Zuru, they've now released a new line of fashion dolls called Dreameez. I think that at the toy fair where they announced the Dreameez, they also announced another line of fashion dolls they were supposed to release. I think the Sweeties or something, but that one hasn't materialized yet. But with the Dreameez, we have gotten a ton of new releases. They've delivered all of the classic staples that we've become accustomed to since Barbie. We got yoga dolls, we got fantasy, fairy tale, princessy type of dolls. The Dreameez line that I'm most interested in is their budget line of dolls that just look like a standard, cute fashion doll in a fashionable outfit that is very current, that is very modern. I think the Dreameez are sort of positioned at the same tier that the current wave of adorables, amazing fashion dolls are being positioned at. Dreameez currently retail for I think £5 in the UK, and I'm not sure if other territories have them yet. I do have my fingers crossed that since they're available at Smyths Toys over in the UK, they're also going to be popping up in Smyths Toys all over Europe. Now those Dreameez that I'm going to be showing you in this video all have a cute outfit that seems to be very detailed and seems to be layered. They also seem to use different fabrics for the materials on those fashion pieces, which is pretty remarkable for a doll line in this pricing category. Of course, with this price comes a caveat, so the dolls themselves look to be very fairly basic, but the Dreameez do try to give you at least I think 2 different types of face molds, and there's a variety in hair texture, which is also very cute. No idea if the hair quality is any good, I doubt it, but I saw a couple of unboxings of those Dreameez, and the Dreameez seem to have bend and snap knees, which is great to give an additional point of articulation when you just have the basic 5 points of articulation. What I love about the Dreameez too is the artwork. The artwork is very whimsical, the artwork is very cute, it's very girly, it's very flirty. All of the things that I love to see in a fashion doll artwork depicting fashionable cute girls. Now as I said, Dreameez seems to have been positioned in the same tier as the likes of Sparkle Girls, which used to be a Funwheel property before Funwheel ended up selling that property to Zuru Toys. So Funwheel does have some sort of expertise and some sort of knowledge in creating a fashion doll line, which seem to have come in handy because the Dreameez look to be very cute. Sparkle Girls ended up at Zuru, and Zuru has another fashion doll line that seems to be exclusively sold at Action stores all over Europe. Action is sort of like a dollar store type of discount store chain that is very successful all over Europe. I did a video on a couple of Chloe Girlz fashion packs a few months back, but there is a new wave of Chloe Girlz fashion dolls and they seem to have cute fashions too. Now, so far I haven't really been into the Chloe Girlz. I think they're just your basic fashion doll that you see at a discount store. But a couple of fashion pieces that the new wave of Chloe Girlz wear are cute, and I think they retail for €2.99, so they're even much cheaper than a Barbie fashion pack. There's this one Chloe Girlz fashion doll that is popped up now at Action stores that looks to be wearing an outfit that is very clearly inspired by an outfit that a Barbie Looks doll wore. And I am interested in checking that out. So if you want me to check out those releases, sound off in the comments down below, and I'm going to be doing an unboxing of those Chloe Girlz cheapo dolls. With this new wave of Chloe Girlz, we have a very cute new fashion pack that is this glittery 70s 80s disco dress that is in a very beautiful blue color that has a slit down to show some leg. I think that one is very cute. And there's also that one Chloe girl that is wearing a dress in a similar type of fabric in a purple color, which also looks to be very disco. I would love to take that one and just sew a couple of pant legs to make it into a jumpsuit. I don't know what it is about these cheapo type of dolls that just make me so much more excited that some overpriced collector release. Moving on to the next one, and that is the Perfumeez. Now the Perfumeez look to be a doll line that is clearly taking inspiration from the Cupcakes doll line from the early 90s that I did a video on very early on in the history of this channel, so it's a bit janky. But these Perfumeez are now taking that gimmick of having a perfume bottle turn into a fashion doll. I think that gimmick is very cute. Now looking back, we've had a lot of fashion dolls come with perfume bottles and their own fragrance, like the Bratz Designed By line that was quite iconic. So no doubt that those perfumes that the Perfumeez come with are gonna reek horrendously, and the dolls themselves look kind of scary, but I think the whole gimmick is very cute, and I love to see the whole gimmick that the Cupcakes invented back in the days that I was a child come back. No idea which toy company the Perfumeez were made by. I kind of think it's an Italian toy company, because I saw a couple of releases be labeled with like Giochi Preziosi. But it could very well be also that it's just a random line that a lot of labels around the world distribute under their own names, so therefore it could also be just a Chinese manufacturing company distributing them to other retailers into other territories. Now we also should not forget about our queen, Steffi Love. The funny thing is that Steffi Love did have a couple of dolls lined up for the last quarter this year, but I haven't seen pictures of them yet. I only saw listings and descriptions for those, and they all seem to be super boring, like mermaid and pet veterinarian and family sets. Sadly nothing super exciting and fashionable like she released at the beginning of this year. But there was a surprise release of a Steffi Love Gothic Chick doll. She just popped up out of the blue. I don't think that she was necessarily really scheduled for this quarter to be part of, but I guess Simba, after 2 years, ended up being bitten by the Wednesday bug, so they ended up releasing Thursday Adams. Now the Steffi Love Gothic Chick looks to be wearing something very cute and reminiscent of Wednesday. So for a budget release of a doll that you buy for your kid who is obsessed with that character, it could be cute. And it's definitely much more affordable than the overpriced, cheapo, Monster Highs collector releases of that particular character. I think Simba has a good grasp on Gothic theming, because I was a fan of the mystical Girlz that they released a few years back, which was also in the wake of Monster High. But the Mystic Girlz were clearly influenced by actual fashions worn by a lot of continental European and German goth chicks. Like if you go to a festival like Mera Luna or the Wave Gothic Treffen, a lot of girls at those festivals do wear clothing that is reminiscent of the fashions that the Mystic Girls wore. And now one last bit of news that popped up is that Defa is finally kind of rebranding. They teased something on their Instagram page with a new logo, some more things teasing now more signature, exclusive, VIP collector type of branding for Defa. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one turns out. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get some more news about what is going to be coming up for Defa's rebranding. So that about wraps up this special edition type of doll news. I do think that I'm going to be also doing more traditional doll news, talking about, of course, Barbie, who is very near and dear to my heart. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you thought this video was trash, leave a dislike. Comment down below and let me know what you think of the doll news that I have talked about in this video, and we might be seeing each other in my next one. So, bye for now.